Kevin Thunderstorm Johnson, Thunderstorm in the building. How you doing, bro? How's everything?
I'm doing fantastic, man. Blessed to wake up this morning.
Got you.
Or today.
Got you. I remember meeting you at Mayweather Boxing Club years ago. Take me back, if you can. You got a big fight coming up, but I want to go back to the early days. You were still a teenager, just amateur. What do you remember about those days?
Just learning about those days, you know what I mean, where you came to fulfill me and all of my, and actually I want to thank you too, man. Thank you so much, Chris, for Hustle Boss, you know what I mean, for exposing me to get the work, you know what I mean. As an amateur, sparring a lot of professionals, and just to continue to grow, to continue to learn, you know what I mean. It was amazing, you know. I thank God that I got those experiences with the professional sparring matches, you know what I mean. And what I remember about those early days of my amateur career is me just learning, asking questions with me and my coach Otis. Still, even to this day, still asking questions, you know what I mean. But it helped me tremendously.
Got you. Now, what about just training out of that gym, the characters, the people? I mean, what was it? Was it exciting as a young fighter coming up?
Oh, absolutely. Working at Floyd's gym, it's very exciting. You get a lot of different personalities, a lot of people that's coming from different areas of the hometown, Detroit, Ohio, California, West Coast, East Coast, all come together. So it's different personalities in the gym, you know, but a lot of egos there, and it just the camaraderie, you know, the camaraderie and the competition was so amazing, you know. Everyone just want to spar each other, you know, just to bring out the best of each other. So
they call it the doghouse. You've been up in the doghouse with everybody watching, like sparring different people.
Mm-hmm.
What's it? How intense is that?
Oh, it's very intense. You know, the doghouse rules. The clock is off, no timer. You fight, you spar until you quit. You know what I mean? Whoever quits, you know what I mean, they lose. You know what I mean? So doghouse rules is very exciting. You know what I mean? Because it's built up attention in the gym. You know what I mean? To instead of us shooting each other, right? We go get in the doghouse, and whoever quits, you know what I mean, they have to earn the other guy's respect. So.
Got you. Great stuff. Now, what about one thing I remember about the gym is there's year round the gym's open, but it changes whenever Mayweather's at camp. Did you remember a lot of his training camps, learning and watching him?
Yeah, watching Floyd train, spar. I learned a lot from him. His footwork, his defense, his IQ was there all the time. It was great seeing him, and also he come in, he shut down the whole gym, and he focused on everybody focusing on him now. You know what I mean? But it was very, very exciting. You know, just to experience, you know, being in the gym, seeing him work, see him spar. You know what I mean, and things like that.
And let's shout out to Otis, because Otis, I remember him. Well, yeah, years ago, you and him. He's a guy, he himself learned from Roger, so it's great to kind of see him around. What was it like working with Otis back in those days?
Yeah. Oh man, working with Otis, he's even to today, he's hard. He's a hard ass. You know what I mean? Like, this dude, he will push you to your limits. You know what I mean? He will say things to get you to understand and realize about yourself that he want to bring the best out of you. You know, that's what Otis wants for all his fighters, is bring the best out of you, and he know that you can reach that level. So working with Otis, he will push you to your level. You know what I mean? And he will say things to push you to your level. He has a button that he pushed for all his fighters for them to, you know, be more than they are.
Gotcha. Now, let's look at your record. Your record, I mean, you're a fighter who, you're more than your record, meaning even your losses is competitive. Your journey so far, where your record is, where you're at, how would you assess it, you know, how the professional years have been?
Being professional is great, you know. I'm 12-3, you know what I mean, 15 fights overall in my professional fight career, and just the journey that I took. I took this journey, I took the hard route. Everybody want to go the easy way route, going to Mexico, paying for their fights, building their records up, and then when they get into a big stage, they get exposed. You know what I mean? Devin Haney, a perfect example. You know what I mean? Building that record up in Mexico, then you get into the big lights. You know what I mean? And you end up falling on face down. You know what I mean? It's not a good look because you have to prepare. You have to prepare yourself. Devin Haney is way better than that. You know what I mean? But he need that competition. He need he needs to test himself every step of the way. You know what I'm saying? And in my career, I took the hard way. I took the hard fights early in my career so I can get to that level. You know what I mean? And I will be ready to fight the best.
Got you now. You have a really interesting fight coming up. Kelvin Davis, undefeated fighter, the brother Olympian Keyshawn Davis.
Yeah.
This is a really good matchup. I'm looking forward to it. Tell me about this fight and this opportunity.
This opportunity means a lot. You know what I mean? Fighting Kelvin Davis, July 6th. I cannot wait. You know what I mean? I've been training so hard for this fight. They gave me 3 months to prepare. So, and remind you, I've been beating undefeated fighters on 2 weeks' notice, 3 weeks' notice. But now you're giving me a whole month, you know what I mean, a whole training camp just to focus on one fight, you know what I mean, that means so much, you know what I mean. He's undefeated as well, 12-0, and I can't wait, you know what I mean, July 6th. And also fighting his brother, you know what I mean, Keyshawn Davis' brother, you know what I mean, like, it's one of those, I'm not just fighting Kelvin Davis, I'm fighting both of them, you know what I mean, they both gonna be in a ring, you know what I mean, not literally in the ring, but you know what I mean, their spirit will be with Kelvin Davis, so I can't wait, you know what I mean, once I beat Kelvin Davis, I'm coming for Keyshawn next.
How do you assess him as a fighter? He's tall and lanky, but he likes to fight.
Right.
He has heart. I mean, what do you think of this man?
Yeah, definitely. Kelvin Davis is tall, lanky. Everyone has the mistakes that they make a lot. You know what I mean? I watch his fights, watch his films. You know what I mean? And he makes some mistakes, and I'm here to expose it. You know what I mean? That's what I do. You know what I mean? I change up. So you hit me with a good shot, I'm gonna figure it out quick. You know what I mean? So with him and with all these other different fighters, they get hit. They don't keep getting hit with the same shot. You know what I mean? Devin Haney, perfect. I know. I keep on mentioning this Devin Haney, but it's a perfect example. Not only Devin Haney, but all these fighters that, you know what I mean? Like they don't change up when something happens to them. You know what I mean? So